What's up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be going over Hims and Hers, ticker symbol HIMS. We're going to be reviewing this active trade that I'm in. Going to be putting minds at ease with this name and trying my best through my strategy, the H5 strategy, through the Williams consolidation box, through my insights and knowledge to help put your mind at ease and predict where Hims is going short term, long term. So, as you can see on the screen, we have this beautiful cup and handle pattern. We also had this bull flag right here. We broke out of both of these a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago now. And as you can see here, we broke out of this bull flag. We had this huge run up to 30 and then this huge pullback this day, this 17% weak. These are all weekly candles, a weekly chart. This was the short attack where shorts basically attack the name with news and FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, etc., etc. We were calling a beautiful dip buy down here at these prices because it aligned with pretty much everything. Volume shelf aligned with the bull flag retest. It aligned with the 9 EMA. It aligned with the 21 EMA. It aligned with the anchored volume, anchored VWAP. It aligned with moving averages, like a cluster of them. So, we were saying, hey, there's a beautiful buying opportunity. And, look what happened since 31% week, followed by a 27% week, followed by a 6% week. So literally over 65% upside and smashed into $35. And now everybody's freaking out because we're getting a little bit of a pullback. Even though the post I made last week basically outlined this whole thing. I said, after we had this run up and pullback, I said, have a run up to 35, which we did, have a pullback to 30. And, as soon as we got down to like 28, 84, $29, I started getting comments like, oh, it's below 30. Oh my God. Like, everybody needs to be patient. Like, there's never going to be, like, if I say $30, give it some breathing room. If I say here's the retest area on this bull flag, give it some breathing room. It might, lick grab down here and then bounce straight back, right? It's why these are just lines on a chart, everybody. They're just lines on a chart. You have to align, no pun intended, align these lines on the chart with some indicators like the H5 setup, the H5 strategy, the Williams R percentage in the Williams consolidation box, and your anchored volume profile. Lining all of these things up will give you higher conviction, will give you higher probabilities of being right in predicting where these stocks, where the markets are going in the long run. You're not always going to be right. I'm not always going to be right, but we have to take in all the possibilities. And when all the possibilities and probabilities are pointing in the same direction, we will more likely and more often than not be right. So just because it came down to 28, 29, I don't care. I said 30. I said pull up to 35, pull back to 30-ish. I said 30, but it's always ish. And look, pulled back down here, did this little flash crash down here, and where are we at? Where are we at, guys? We're at $30.15. It's Wednesday. We still have the rest of the week. I don't mind if this thing hangs out right in here. Let it hang out here. Let it finish the week here. Because you know what I predict next week? Next week, if we hang out in here, next week, I believe we start our uptrend back to 35, through 35, up to 40, pull back to 35, and then push up through 40 to 45, or sorry, to 48-ish, and then pull back again, and then continue like that, right? Do you think it's going to be perfectly like this? No, it's not perfectly going to be like this. It might look like this, guys. It might look like this. I'm no oracle. It might look like this, and then up, and then okay, and then down, and then in here, and then up and down, and up and down, and then up here, and then down back. You see what I mean? Like, it's not going to be perfect. But why does it? If you're in this name and you believe it's going to 40, which is intrinsic value on a fundamentals point, like I believe it is, why do you care? Why do you care? Stop staring at the number, stop staring at your account that keeps going up and down and up and down, and you're up one day and down next day. If you're in HIMS for a fundamental point, an investing point, or a technical analysis and trading point, then realize your profit targets, realize your levels. Your levels are 25, 30. This HIMS makes it real easy, guys. Makes it real easy. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, almost 50. They make it super, super simple. 20. They make it super simple, honestly, with this name. Look at this. Dude, all the way up, comes back, goes all the way up, comes back, and then so on and so forth. So this is what I'm seeing. And we have to look how it aligns, right? Well, one, the bull flag measured move is 35. And then our cup and handle measured move is 48. And like I said, our intrinsic value, which is our fair value based upon my H5 investing strategy and spreadsheet, is $40 per share with a very, very, very conservative outlook. Very conservative. There's room to argue that it is much, much higher, but I'm being very conservative. So with all that, you have these measured moves that one of them hit, yeah, but we still have the other one to hit. We still have to get to the fair value of the company. And then along those lines, um, everything that's going on here is aligning with our Williams R percentage in the Williams consolidation box, which the Williams consolidation box is a strategy that I believe that I created with the Williams R percentage that basically says when you run up to this barrier up here and then your first pullback, you are creating support. You create this Williams consolidation box, I call it. And as long as you stay in this Williams consolidation box without breaking the low, the top doesn't matter as much. The top only matters whenever you get there. You need to expect some sort of consolidation or pullback. That's about it. But you create the top, you have a pullback, you create the support like you see back here, back here, back here. You create the support, you build your box, right? And as long as you stay in this box like a crazy person in a room bouncing off the walls, you will continue higher. It doesn't matter if you have pullbacks and ups and downs along the way. As long as your consolidation box is good to go, your Williams consolidation box is good to go. And as long as your H5 indicator is green, which takes into consideration um, it takes into consideration the price movement, the candlestick patterns, the MACD, the RSI, the trend, and it all blends together, guys. It all blends together into one um, amazing strat. I love the strategy. I created it, but I love it. I love it to death. It's been killing it time and time again. If you haven't been following me for long, you're gonna see or scroll back and look back at my at all the trade ideas that I posted for free. You'll see it time and time and time again, predicting where we are going and also making massive gains on trades. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just being honest and giving you context to why I believe the H5 strategy that I created is just one of it's top tier. It's top tier. Everybody has their own strategies. I have mine. It's top tier. I love it. Um, so yeah, guys. Just calm down. Just control the emotions. It's okay. Also, we had this high. It was previously resistance. We broke that. We're coming back to retest that resistance and flip it into support. Like I continuously say on uh, time and time again on every different stock, that once they break some sort of resistance, it pulls back into support. And even when we had this wick down here to 30, I literally said, or last week, right? We had this wick down to 30. I said, yeah, I mean, we could, that could be the bounce, but I don't believe it is. I believe that we have to actually have a full week of a red candle to come down, hold here, or at least pull this Williams R percentage line down. Because look at when we had this down and then we flash back up. We are still at the top barrier and running into the barrier on the Williams R percentage, and that we're at the top of the consolidation box. When you're at the top of the consolidation box, you better be prepared for a pullback. And that's why I sold covered calls at 40 when we were up here. That's why I sold covered calls at 40 and collected that premium. And look, it came down like I believed it would, right? And I collected that premium. I bought them back at stupid cheap prices, and I collected my premium. And now I'm buying a little bit more down here and just hanging out, buying a little bit more of that premium. So yeah, we needed this full red week to get this full pullback before we head higher. Also, we need to establish this pullback area. I like the pullback once we hit the barrier. I like the pullback to be above 40. The more volatile the stock, the more I'll let it get down here. But I really don't like past 50. Honestly, 45 ish, depending on how volatile the stock is. But I really like it to come up, have a big pullback, create that support, and then really just wiggle back and forth in here as we continue higher. So yeah, I tried keeping this under 10 minutes. I failed. It's all good. That's HIMS. I'm not worried. Just with this name, it's volatile. It has 10% moves in a single day. It is very volatile because a lot of people don't believe in it. Wall Street isn't on board with this name yet. It's a lot of retail. And yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna be a volatile ride, but man, is it gonna pay. It's gonna pay big. It's gonna pay big. Like it's been paying big. So yeah, that's my viewpoint. Next week, I believe. Yeah, next week we're gonna have potentially them talking about the whatever GLP drug, the I can't remember the name of it, Tarzinin, whatever it is. They're gonna be talking about that if it's still gonna stay on the shorted um list or not. And if it doesn't, then it could pull this name back pretty big, just because people believe that this name is only that. They thought it was only a boner pill company. Like, just ridiculous. It's the GLP stuff is it's less than 5% of their revenue. I'd love for them to increase that and continue to increase it. And I think they will over time, but like it's not a make or break for this company like people believe it is. So that's all the time I'm going to spend on that. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a watch list video coming out. I think 3 or 4 stocks on that watch list that I'm arriving early to the party to be first to the snack bar. And yeah, I it'll be a good little watch list, and something to keep an eye on for upcoming moves that are outside what we're currently in right now. So yeah, bit of a bigger day for big tech and crypto, obviously, and some of the bigger names, guys. Um, the IWM and stuff ran, but it I don't know. It was a little bit of a weird day, guys. It was more big cap, mega cap, and mag 7 and big cap that was really moving the markets today, and some other names just didn't get any love. So we'll see how the rest of the week plays out. We did get our pullback on the QQQ to 519, our first level, and we'll see where it goes from here. But appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.